Danny, games come thick and fast this time of year. Barrow on Saturday. What kind of challenge? Will it be the same as Cambridge or a bit different?
Well, we're pleased the game's coming so quickly, because obviously after the disappointment of losing on Tuesday night, we haven't been used to losing at home, so we didn't like that feeling for sure. So it's a great opportunity for us to bounce back. I think Barrow will be a really big test. I think that they've got some really good players, even though they're kind of a bit off the beaten track in that northwest. They're always able to recruit really good players. I thought they've had a good summer in terms of recruitment. Porter boy, Healy in just recently from Huddersfield, who was a top player when MK Dons got promoted from League Two. Tyler Walker we've worked with before at Lincoln and at Portsmouth. He's a brilliant finisher, really good movement, good link play. He's just had some injuries in recent times, otherwise he'd be playing well beyond this level. And yeah, I just think Bark, who's signed, who's lived in the Championship pretty much all of his career. So yeah, they're able to sign some really top players at this level, even though they're a little bit off the beaten track, as I said. So we anticipate a tough game. I think they can mix their style up. They can be more purposeful, but they can also got some really good technical players, and they can play through the pitch as well. So yeah, we know the challenge for sure, and yeah, we will have to be at our very best.
And has it been a case of like separating the bits of Tuesday that were challenging to the really good bits? For example, the goal that we scored to put us 1-0 up.
Yeah, I think for us it's always when we analyse the game to do it with context. And I know we lose, so and there's a bit more expectation this year, which I suppose is because of what we did last year. And sometimes when you overachieve, then this is what happens. I think we have a very good start into the game. We get a brilliant first goal, really well worked. We got the press right. We forced them long. We then played around them. Great combination play between Adrian and Jack Payne, and a fantastic run and finish from Arthur Reed. It put us in a good place in the game. We play a very good team in Cambridge United. They're a team that will be right at the top of the division. You've only got to look at the squad, their players, their starting 11, their depth, the infrastructure. They've got a top manager in Neil Harris. They've got some fantastic staff as well. So, we always knew it was going to be a really big challenge for us. Like anybody that expected us to beat Cambridge on Tuesday, no disrespect that. They haven't got context, because that's not what the context is. There's a significant difference between the finance and resources between the two teams. But we were proud of the way that we competed. We got ourselves in a brilliant position. We can see 2 goals in quick succession. So definitely there was some learning to take. We didn't quite get our press right. We weren't able to defend as early as we would have liked. That was frustrating, because that meant that we gave up some territory. That meant that we had to defend in a lower block at times in that first half, and that meant we gave some free kicks and set pieces away that we'd prefer not to. So there was some learning in regards to that, and I think we've been able to eradicate or certainly rectify and learn from that today. But this is what happens when you have some new players in the group, and our understanding as a team is far beyond where we were this time last year, because we've had more continuity, but we still have some new players coming into the team, and of course, for us, we have 3 key injuries. I know we're going to get on to talk about Ben Perry, but to lose Will Goodwin and Ellis Yandelo, who Ellis was one of if not our most consistent player last year. Will was a key player to us and what we wanted to do, and of course Ben Perry, who's made such a fantastic start. We've had the awful news really that he's ruptured his ACL and also ruptured his medial knee ligaments, and very much like Jamie McDonald did last year, he balanced the team off. Really athletic, great pitch coverage, fantastic defensive transition, very good aerially, both from set pieces and in open play, dealing with direct play off the front. So yeah, we lose those 3 players and the team suffers. This is when I talk about context, this is what it is. And yeah, they can criticise, people can criticise the players if they want, but the players have done really well at the start of this season, and we're a team that are improving and we're growing. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, that we did make it clear to everyone we're exactly where we're at. That doesn't mean that we can't overachieve, which we're all striving to do, but it does mean that we do need everybody to stay together and to keep supporting the group and the boys. And like I said, when you do, and of course, like, naturally football, it creates emotion. Like, we're all disappointed off the back of Tuesday, but always to when you are making analysis, and everybody's allowed to, by the way, because what would we talk about if we didn't talk about football? So everyone's allowed an opinion, but when you do, just remember the context, really. And yeah, I was actually proud of the group because we got punched on the nose twice in quick succession just before half time, and most people don't get up from that, and most teams don't get up from that, but we did. We showed a lot of character, and we really pushed the game there at the end. The last 20 minutes, you know, it was all us. We were camped in our half. We were asking question after question. We got into some really good areas, and our feeling was if the game had gone on for another 5 minutes, we would have found the goal. And if we'd have found the goal, we'd have drawn with one of the heavyweights in this division, and that would have been an outstanding outcome for us on the Tuesday night. So yeah, always for us to try to analyse with context. I think that is fair, and we take good learning from the game. We regulate as a group. We get over the disappointment of the outcome, and we push forward to the next game. This is our job.
Yeah, and obviously more positive from Tuesday night. Don Gape coming on and having his first outing in the Cowley United.
Yeah, really good. He's going to be an important player for us. Another player very good against the ball. He's an experienced player, knows where to be. He's there before he needs to be because of his anticipation and his reading of the game. Very, very good in small areas. He's good on the first ball. Very reactive on the second ball. Makes the first pass. Defensive transition is good. Can sense the danger and put the fires out, and uses the ball well as well. So he's a rounded player. It was great for him to get on the pitch on Tuesday, and hopefully he'll be able to build on those minutes come the weekend.